Hey, YouTube family, it's your Zen RN Nurse Melly B, and I am back with another video. If you are an RN to BSN Flexpath Capella student, you're registered for your classes, you're ready to go. Classes just started, they are now in session. You've got the back to school jitters because you haven't written a paper in over 10 to 15 years. I was in the same boat. Picture me, 51-year-olds returning back to school after 10 plus years, haven't written a research paper, and even longer than that. Not only did I complete the RN to BSN Flexpath program in 6 weeks, 45 days, but I completed it with a 4.0 GPA. I was in the RN to BSN program this year. I started March 2024, March 4th. And so what I wanted to do is to come back and take you on an exploration and show you some pro tips on how to set up your research paper for success. So if you want some pro tips or how to get rid of those back to school jitters and figure out what's the best way to approach your paper with your rubric and your competency map, step into my classroom. Stay with me, y'all. Let's go. Okay, we are on the Capella University website. We're going to go up to the login in the upper right-hand corner. You are a student, you are alumni, click students and alumni. So we're clicking there. It's going to land you in the Capella campus, and the way you'll be able to tell is over here up at the top, Capella University campus. Okay. So this is the Capella University campus home page. Since I've already completed my courses, I'm going to click down. Every time you finish a course, it's going to bring it down to the bottom of this campus home page so that you can see where you are. Okay, so we're going to focus on how to create an outline for your paper in Word, Microsoft Word, by using the rubric. Okay, this is what I do before I start any paper is I create the outline. So we're going to use 4000, which is the first class of the Capella core courses. So when we go into our course classroom, and this is still loading, but over to the left-hand side, let's just do a quick brief overview of where you're going to kind of live in your course. Over to the left, you're going to see the course room at the top, and underneath you have some links. You've got your account, your dashboard, your courses. When you click on a tab, it's going to turn white, and then you're going to have a whole new menu over here to the right of the red banner. Okay. Keep going. We've got calendar, inbox, history, my media, library, and help. Okay, so we're going to kind of hang out in the courses area today because I want to focus on the rubric and how to use your rubric to create an outline for your paper so that you're hitting on all of those target points that's going to get you a distinguished grade on your paper. We're going to click on assessment 2. So assessment 2, instructions. It states applying research skills. Create a 3 to 5 page annotated bibliography and summary based on your research related to best practices addressing a current healthcare problem or issue. I'm going to go down here and focus on this scoring guide. This is your rubric. This is the rubric. Every assessment or assignment is going to have a scoring guide down at the bottom underneath your instructions on your instructions landing page. So you always going to want to go straight to the scoring guide. So I'm going to right click it and open in a new tab. This is your rubric for assessment or assignment 2. The word assessment and assignment are interchangeable. So assessment or assignment 2, this is the criteria that your professor is going to be using to grade your coursework. So over to the left, criteria in the black, this is basically what the criteria they're looking for. So in the first row, it says apply academic peer-reviewed journal articles relevant to the healthcare problem or issue that you're researching. Now, you have 4 other columns to the right of that. At the top, it's the grading system that's utilized at Capella. You can either get a non-performance, a basic, a proficient, or distinguished. So let's just read those real quick. If you get a non-performance, that means you did not do what they asked you to in the criteria. You did not describe academic peer-reviewed journal articles related to the healthcare problem or issue being researched. This typically means that you're using your experience, your personal knowledge, and your personal judgments and opinions. That's not what you want to do in a research paper. You want to use peer-reviewed journal articles that you have found in the Capella library. I can make a video on that. Leave a comment if you're interested. In order to get your information. All right, for your paper. Let's move to basic. Basic says that you describe the academic peer-reviewed journal articles related to the healthcare issue or problem that you were researching. So you described it. Okay, and then the proficient is going to say she did what we asked in column 1. She applied that bad boy. So apply academic peer-reviewed journal articles relevant to the healthcare problem that's being researched. If you want to take it a step further, you're going to go for distinguished. I always say shoot for the moon and you will land on some stars. If you miss, that is a best case scenario. It's a great scenario. So if you go to distinguish, it says, not only did she apply academic peer-reviewed journal articles relevant to the healthcare problem or issue being researched, but she also included why those chosen articles are relevant to the topic. So it takes it a step further in the distinguished area. So for the purposes of this video, I'm going to show you how I take, when I first go to an assessment, the first thing I go to is the rubric. What does she ask me for? I take these points in the distinguished column, okay? Distinguished, right? And I say, okay, distinguished. My first criteria, I have to do this. And I copy it. I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to go to my Word document. Okay? I'm going to make a bulleted list with all of my criteria. So I'm going to paste that. Boom. Okay? This is my outline. And then I'm going to go back to my rubric. Boom. And pick up the second one. Paste it. Back to the rubric. Analyzes academic peer-reviewed journal articles using annotated bibliography. There are videos all over YouTube on how to do that. Copy that. Go back. Paste. Paste. Next. Okay. So essentially, you're doing this for each one. Summarizes what she's learned from developing the annotated bibliography. Okay, I can do that. Professor so-and-so. No problem. Paste that in your paper. And then you want to go over here and copy the others and put them in your paper as well. All right. This is the beginning of my draft outline. I'm going to center that across the top, bolded, underline, boom. This is my draft outline. Looking at this, I will basically have all of my rubric points. When you look at your Word document or your Word draft outline, you want to incorporate the topics that are included in your rubric under the distinguished column all the way down, okay? You want to make sure that you've completed all of these, All right. Now, this is not the end all be all, because you also want to pay attention to the instructions that she's giving you. The course instructions are going to give you additional information and even potentially a sample of a paper that was turned in prior to by a previous student, so that you can kind of see the organization and how you want that done. Going back to our Word document. So you save that as your outline and you start spacing it out. The next thing that I do after this point is I go in and I find my resources. So I'll read my instructions and I'll go into the Capella library and I will locate key evidence-based, peer-reviewed resources for this 3 to 5 page assignment or assessment, so that I can go on from there. But this is a great way to use your rubric. Use it. You don't have to keep toggling back and forth. Put the information in your outline. That way you have an at a glance right there in your draft outline, and you can make sure that you're hitting those points every time. So there's your pro tip on how to use your rubric. I hope this helps. All right, y'all, that is my time for this video, and I really hope that I was able to narrow down exactly how you can utilize your rubric to set up your outline for your research paper. Don't go anywhere yet, honey, because if you click on the card that should follow or show up somewhere, hopefully I do it right so it show up. If it doesn't, I'm going to place a link in the description for the follow-up video to this. I'm doing this pro tip video in 2 parts for you guys. This one covers the rubric. The other one is going to cover the competency map, because you want to utilize all of those points in order to set up your paper for success. So click on the link either in this video or click on the link in the description box, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.